This is West Sound Motorsports. We are bringing you nothing but a bunch of full contact sports tonight. We have a blind man's race to where the driver will be blindfolded and he will have a navigator. We'll see how well they'll be able to navigate this track. The track is very fast tonight. We've had a lot of good cars. They're very well built cars. So we will see just how well they will do in the Blindman's race. Our lift sponsor tonight is Polsbo Heating. They offer many kinds of services, including tank replacement and ductwork. And if you mention the Destruction Derby through the month of June, you can save $10 on any of their services. Coming up, we're going to have a nice young lady. She'll be singing the national anthem, which will be by Katie Webster Galbraith. After we complete that, we will show you what we have for our tow truck section tonight, which will be sponsored by Chico Towing. Once we get done with that, we're going to take the 6 fastest cars, and we're going to have the A Trophy Dash. This is our second race of the year. The last race was very exciting. We had a situation where Kelly Enzer and Casey Strait went into the blocks. It was a very good, hard-fought race. So we're expecting to see that again tonight because we have Dan Pies, Kelly Enzer, Casey Strait, Jim the Animal Heart, and Dustin Silva. We should have a very exciting evening tonight. Our internet broadcast is sponsored by Hoover Motors in Bremerton's Auto Center Way. So if you need a car, they're the ones you need to go see. They can hook you up. We're just now finishing up time trials. Once we get the time trials done, we're going to have a brief driver's meeting, and then we will get the production underway. I'm looking forward to the excitement we're going to have tonight because I'll tell you what, it is going to be hard hitting. The track is great, and people are ready to hit. Okay. I think we're just about done with our time trials. So we'll get, like I said, into that driver's meeting. We'll have the national anthem, and then we're going to get tonight's racing underway. And I am so looking forward to it. This broadcast is brought to you from West Sound Motorsports, and we're at Thunderbird Stadium, and this is the Kitsap Destruction Derby. So, sit on your couch, buckle up your seatbelt, put your helmet on, and let's get it on. Oh. We have a lovely crowd tonight. We have about 73 degrees here to start out this evening. There's people in summer wear. It's pretty unusual in the state of Washington, but it does happen.
At this time, you're reporting to the driver's meeting. All drivers to the driver's meeting.
We now have the water truck out, throwing a little water down so we can keep the dust down because it gets dusty up here in the booth. So we'll get that done and we'll let it sit. Then we'll be coming into the driver's meeting. They're all gathered down by the pit gate right now. So we'll get that done. We're getting ready for the national anthem. I can see she's got the mic in her hand and she is ready to sing this for you people. It is going to be so awesome. Saw it, but we will be bringing this to you from West Sound Motorsports tonight. Everybody calls me the old guy. Well, the old guy knows what's going on. That's why the old guy's down on the water truck. He'll take care of it. There's nothing wrong, really, with being old, unless you're a Chrysler, because if I get an old Chrysler, I know where it's going. Well, now that we're waiting for this, we all have the other one wonderful thing that's going to be coming up is we have the Seahawks are starting their training camp, and we're all looking forward to seeing them this year. They were awesome last year, and now we have them, and they'll be awesome this year. It looks like we're having minor difficulties with the water truck. We're hoping they can get that taken care of here shortly so we can get the track watered so we can bring on the craziest show you've ever seen. A lot of hard hitting, tempers flying, and people will be happy. So, once we have the national anthem, we're going to have Chico come out, and the trophy vehicle we have tonight is a 2007 Dodge owned by Kevin Frank, and the two lovely trophy girls we're going to have were the 2014 Viking Fest royalty. So that should be a very good treat for everybody. Now, okay, are we getting ready to do some watering? There we are. We now have the water truck underway. The old guy got her going. Now we're going to be able to keep that dust down because these cars, with the speed they go and the power they have in them, it throws up the dust. So they're going to get it soaked up here a little bit, keep the dust down for our wonderful crowd, and might even make it a little bit tougher for the drivers. So they will have to come out, look at the track condition, and figure out how they want to drive the race that they're going to be in. Depending on how much water they put on it, depends on how you drive the race. So we will just wait and see exactly what each driver is going to figure out. Some of the drivers will figure it out, and some won't. But at the way they're watering the track right now, in my experience, they're doing a good job as long as they don't soak it down too much.
They also offer heating, oil tank replacement, and decommissioning, as well as expert network cleaning and sealing. Also, a heating company is pleased to offer $10 off any service for the month of June. And if you mention the heater or the KPDA, also a heating company can be reached at 360-779-9678 or 360-842-9678. That's Volvo Heating. And we'd also like to thank our sponsor tonight, Jim's Hall.
Where is the national anthem? I'd like to give a special thanks to Silverdale Papa Joe's Pizza. They supplied our production crew with dinner tonight. Kitsap Sun Internet Broadcast Service and Metal to Metal TV web and graphic support. Fans and viewers of FC R&D. Thank you all. Chico Towing is a multi-year partner of KDDA. They started here when I did 40 years ago. I've also had the help of Central Kitsap Fire and Rescue. I've had to have emergency services myself, and they did a wonderful job. Driver sponsors make it possible for the people to build these cars and bring them out here. Bremerton Kitsap Access Television. I think we are ready. We are now having members of Kitsap County, Central Kitsap County Fire and Rescue are bringing out one of their aid cars. Might even been the one I rode in. And we have Chico Towing coming out. Mega sponsor with Chico Towing. They've been here for years. And we have the drivers come out. They're not paid for the services they provide us. And all we can say is thanks, Chico. Now we have that 2007 Dodge owned by Kevin Frank and the two lovely trophy girls, which were royalty from the 2004 Viking Fest, or 2014. I'm only 10 years off. Speaking as a member of the Kitsap Destruction Derby, without Central Kitsap Fire and Rescue, without Chico, without people supplying a trophy vehicle and the women to give the winners trophies, this club would not exist. I would like to say thank you all. As we're waiting for the national anthem and we're taking the tow trucks off the field and looking at what we saw during time trials, I can only speculate that, one, in the A Trophy Dash for the big cars, we're going to have crazy Kelly Enzer. We will probably have Nate Enzer. We'll have Jim the Animal Harp. We will probably have Donovan Burr, and those are the four fastest cars that I could see we had tonight. So, we'll probably have Nate Enzer in there as well. So, that's pretty much going to round out the field, I think, for the A Trophy Dash. I left one spot open because we might have to have an alternate in there. But on the small cars, I'm kind of lost on that one. There's a lot of good small cars in there. I've got 15 cars to pick from, and I wouldn't even know where to start. This is West Sound Motorsports TV coming to you live from Silverdale, Washington. Enjoying the sunny weather, blue skies at 72 degrees. The national anthem.
Yes, so we are leading the first pitch. The line at the
As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, these cars, they take quite a beating. They can last, depending on how you build them, or they can fail. So, as you're going to watch throughout the evening, we're going to have some cars win, we're going to have some cars fail. And it takes a lot of time for these gentlemen to build these cars, and it is an immense amount of work. So when you see a car that holds together, they took the time to build it in the correct way. Garrett? Yeah. He's in there. Getting
ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise, remove your cap, and join me in welcoming Katie Galbraith for the singing of our national anthem.
This is Rick the Flip. Oh, sorry.
Here we are. It's event number 2 for the Kitsap Destruction Derby Association from Thunderbird Stadium. I'm the Dr. Doc Parr, and very happy to be joined by 40 years, it says there, Rick the Flip Duncan on that other microphone.
It's going to be a very exciting 8 trophy dash. We have one, but 2 cars I've already picked that would be here. Now we'll see what comes through the gate. Oh, that was that one I didn't pick. There's the Casey Straight. This is going to be a hard, tough race.
Well, we've got quite a few strong drivers out there.
We have number 7, Jim the Animal Harp. On the outside right next to him is Crazy Kelly Enzer. Right directly behind Mr. Enzer is Casey Straight. Behind Casey Straight we have Dan Pies. And in the 55 car we have Axel Harp.
Now, these races are inverse order of the fastest qualifying time, and so the guy in the back there is number 1 fastest qualifier.
The 15 car was the fastest car that timed in tonight. Now they're getting all bunched up. They're coming down, and they're looking at that flagman for that green flag. As you can see, Casey Straight right there is on the back end of Enzer. He is ready to move. And we're off. And let's see what happens. We got Jim the Animal Harp coming around the first corner. Crazy Kelly Enzer is right there. Casey Straight. And it just took Axel Harp around. We have a battle for first place. Jim the Animal Harp just took the lead, turning Kelly Enzer around on turn 1.
Well, this is definitely full contact racing out there, Rick.
Now we have Casey Straight closing the distance between him and Jim Hart. We've got about 3 laps to go. Jim Hart took a little white. Casey's really close it up. Now we'll see if Casey can definitely take it. Oh, no. They are really battling it out. Now we have the 07 car driven by James Hart III. He is taking the lead. Now the lead goes back to Jim Hart. Yes, it is. It's going to be a close battle to see who will win this one.
White flag is out.
We have one lap to go. We have James Harp, we have Jim Harp. Who's going to make that final corner? It looks like Jim, the animal Harp, took it by a car length.
Checkered flag comes out for number 7, Jim Harp.
Jim, the animal Harp.
You know, Jim's got Jim's Hauling, Milliken Crane, Derby Factory, Slappy Racing, Sunset Electric, Chinook Embroidery, Hard Rock Inc., and Navy City Metals.
That is correct.
Well, that was a pretty good opener, Rick.
That was very good. The mini cars are going to be exciting as well because there's a lot of new ones and they are fast.
They'll be coming up in
it will
a
be
minute.
Coming up shortly. We're going to have our trophy truck driven by Kevin Frank, which is a 2007 Dodge, and our Viking Fest royalty ladies.
Yeah, Viking Fest was just a couple of weeks ago. Actually, same weekend as number 1 event here at KDDA, Armed Forces Weekend, also down in Bremerton. And it's great for the community to be able to get together and enjoy this. And this part of it is being run live on the internet thanks to KitsapSun.com and Hoover Motors.
There he is. He got his first trophy of the night. Now we'll have to wait and see if he can repeat this in another race. There's a lot of hot competition out there. It's tough to try to figure out if or how you can win a race.
Well, you mentioned it earlier. So much of this is the construction of the car. How you build it. Do you build it for speed? Do you build it for longevity? You try to do both, obviously.
Well, it's like Jim's car there. That's a Chrysler Imperial. It's the toughest car you can get. You cannot finale that car, but that car with the running gear that you put into it, that car will last you a couple of years. So if you take some of the other ones, you can still build them well, but it may not last as long. But Jim Harp, I've known for many years, and the Derby Factory, they take the time and they build the car well the first time. So you don't have to do it again.
Okay, here we go. It's going to be the first mini-car dash of the night. Mini-car A-dash, and who do we have out there, Rick?
We have car number 91, Steve Patterson. We have car 33, Chris Kendall. We have car 31, Mike Craig. We have car 38, Del Tucker. We have car 140.
And a quick start out there for the 91. He's going to come around this near corner, but hotly pursued by Matt Knowlton in that 198.
We'll have to see if Matt can go ahead and take them. They're both running good. There he is. He's coming down. Can he take them? It was real close. Now, they're coming down, and the 91 went a little right. Did Matt catch up the distance? It's going to be close. He's coming tight on the inside. He's getting it tighter. Now we're going to have a little traffic on turn 1.
Yeah, Steve Patterson's still out there in that 91 car, our number 1 position.
We got Steve in the 91. We got Matt right behind him in the 198. Now we're going to have a little bit of lap traffic. We'll have to see if that's going to alter the outcome of this race.
Yeah, Matt Craig is kind of in the way of those first two who get the white flag.
We're down to 1 lap. We got to see if the 198 can push that 91 out of there. It doesn't.
Oh!
We got to admit, He did a good try there. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the winner of the mini car A Trophy Dash, number 91, Steve Patterson.
Independent Racing and his mom are the sponsors.
I know how that goes.
Well, that was a good race. That was a really well-played race, and so often that hole shot, the guy that gets out first seems to have just that little bit of advantage.
Well, Steve got out in the lead, and he knew he had Matt right behind him. Steve had to do everything he could to keep that car out in front. He got in a little tight with Matt coming up behind him. He almost caught him down here. Matt tried, and it was a last-ditch effort to hit him. I've done that myself. Unfortunately for Matt, it didn't work this time. So, Steve, good race.
You know, Mike Craig was kind of in the mix there, not lap-wise, but he was kind of the one in between in this final corner. And you don't usually see Mike Craig in that position. He usually puts together a pretty good car.
Well, you can have a good car when you get to the track, but they're all mechanical and things happen.
Well, we want to thank Dal Tucker for arranging the lift and Paulsbo Heating for helping to support it and sponsor it. And you ran over a bunch of the sponsors beforehand that make it possible for not just the event to occur, but also for West Sound TV to be able to bring it to the community.
It does. We have the internet that was brought to us with the Kitsap Sun and Hoover Motors. We had our dinner supplied by Papa John's of Silverdale. All I can say is thank you. Now we have Donovan Burr.
Here we go. It's the next 6 fastest cars in the big cars. Who do we have, Rick?
This is the B Trophy Dash with the big cars. In car 23, we have Donovan Burr. Car 77, we have Bria Steele. Coming out in 007, Adam Emmett. I can't see what that
Miotti. And, yeah, I can't see what that Suburban is yet. We'll find that one. And there's the 077. We got a bunch of 77s out there. But, you know, I don't see that.
I do not.
And car 129.
129, James Gregerson. Okay, we have the 19 car driven by Joseph Trainer. And we have Donovan Burr out in the lead after 2 corners. We'll see if Bria Steele can catch up with him. She is right there.
Oh, there's almost, there's some full contact racing.
She is there. They swapped spots once. They just swapped it again. We have Bria Steele, Donovan Burr going through the lead, and we'll have to see what is going to happen behind him.
And that John Deere colored 077 is rookie Justin Bishop.
Well, that 77 looks like a John Deere, but I don't see a mower deck. Okay, we have Donovan Burr coming around corner 2 down the straightaway. He has got the lead.
And Bria's still in second place.
He's in second place.
Look at that big old Suburban there.
No, the 129 is an international travel powered by a small block Chrysler.
That's another rookie, James Gregerson.
Okay.
White flag is out.
Donovan Burr is coming around the left corner, and he's going to take the checkered flag for the second night of racing this year in the B Trophy Dash. That was a very well driven race, both by Bria and Donovan.
That was again a good race, and boy, those internationals out there, that's a good looking rig. And of course, Casey Strait, we know the success he's had over the last few years with those things.
Again, that was or is an international powered by a small block Chrysler. I actually have a 72 International at home sitting there.
Who owned International? Do you know?
International Harvester Corporation.
It was originally, but did somebody buy them out or?
Nope, they're still building.
Oh, but they don't build the trucks anymore, the road cars?
Not the small ones, no, they still build big trucks.
Ah, okay. Yeah, they have been some pretty solid, and you get that Chrysler in there. We know that's got some power.
Yes, they do.
Well, Donovan Burr, he has been, this I believe is his second year driving, and he sure has been strong.
He has done very well. He's got a good mentor, which is Rich Burr, his dad. So I'm sure, just like my kids, you sit and watch the videos, you talk about it, and you figure out what the track's going to be like, and you drive to the track. But like Donovan and Rich, they build their car to come out and race and put on a show.
Well, this is coming up, will be our second mini car B dash. And again, that's the, it would be 7 through 12, I guess, as far as qualifying speed.
Yes.
And so that's one of the reasons for qualifying. And, of course, you get some more points in the dashes as opposed to the regular heat races.
And the car is lining up for the mini car B-dash. Number 96, Pitman, Justin Hart.
Okay, here we go. Here is the mini car B dash.
Yes, we do. We have on the pole, we have Justin Hart. Right next to him, in 141, we have David Markwick. We have number 94, Lewis Sellers. We have number 169.
Jordan Perez. We got the 00 out there of rookie Justin Smelland, and 513 of Dan Garrison.
We got David Markwick in first place. He's getting
Perez in second, and moving into third, the 00.
Well, we got Markwick and Perez. They're running the 1 and 2 spot. Now, we'll have to see if Perez can get him.
Double 0, the rookie Justin Smelland, and in second place, the 169 out there. Uh-oh. Looked like Markwick got a little out of control.
Markwick got a little bit wide, and Perez took the opportunity.
Ah, there's your contact.
There he did.
And Jordan Perez takes the lead, but look who's on his bumper.
We've got the 00, which he's a rookie, and we also have the 94 car.
Louis Sellers, and look at that 00. He turns Sellers around, and he's now in second place.
Now we're down to one lap to go. I think Perez is going to bring this one home. There's nothing better than a good orange bumper.
You got to give some credit to that rook, though, in the 00.
He did very well.
And, a little bash down here below us. Yeah, so Jordan Perez ends up winning the mini car B-Dash.
And I'll tell you what.
And car number 169, Jordan Perez, ended up winning that B-Dash.
That is correct. We have the Viking Fest royalty for 2014 coming out to present the trophy to him. And I couldn't tell you how many trophies he won, but he feels good about this one. Whether it's the first one or your 100th one, they all feel good.
Yeah, I was looking for a number of years, and there's nothing there. So, but I know he's been here before.
Oh, I'm sure he has. Now that Mr. Perez is taking his little victory lap, don't hit the wall, buddy. Okay, he's being good. He's floated down going out of the pits.
Don't need to give that pit crew any extra work.
Yeah, but coming up, we're going to have our first big car figure eight.
And you know, that's one of the fans' favorites. I remember years and years ago, ABC's Wide World of Sports with Chris Economaki out at Islip Raceway, and they were doing figure eight derby at Islip back in the 60s.
That is correct. Actually, in Islip, this club
Okay, and even though it's listed as a, well, we'll see. It's the big cars starting out here. Yeah, we've got number 28 on the inside. Royce Rodriguez, 147, another Enzer.
Nate Enzer on the outside. Number 44, Dustin Silva. We have number 47, Kelly Enzer. We have number 15, Dan Pies. We have number 55, and that should be Axel Harp.
And green flag is out for the figure eight.
We've got a lot of good cars in this race.
Uh-oh.
We'll have to see what transpires with it. We got Dustin Silva right behind Rodriguez. Can he get through there? He's trying. He just missed him.
Oh, came close.
Okay, we got Kelly Enzer to take second place. We got Dustin Silva trying to get Enzer. Rodriguez out in the lead. And if Silva doesn't catch number 47, then that's going to leave Rodriguez out to take this checkered flag. Oh, we just had 44 into the wall. First place, we got Rodriguez. Can he make it?
There's the shot in the middle.
That left the door open. Now we have Kelly Enzer in the first place. Rodriguez did get turned around. We have Dustin Silva just come in the inside, taking second place. Now, can Dustin pick up and take care of Kelly Enzer? We have Rodriguez and Silva battling for second. We have Dan Pies coming in. Enzer still out in front. Can we expect him to get a white flag, or is he going to get hit right there?
Oh!
Wow! Inzer took Silva out.
And I don't know why. He was in the lead, and that's going to allow
Now,
Nate Inzer to jump out front.
I think we have Nate Inzer in the lead with Kelly right behind him. Now,
Kelly back in front.
I believe Kelly, crazy Kelly, is back in the lead.
Uh-oh, he missed the tire.
Oh, he's going to have to go back around it. That could have put Rodriguez in the lead.
We'll look at our flagman. I think you're right. I think Royce might be back up there. It looks like it.
Crazy Kelly's trying. There's no doubt. We'll have to look because I lost track of where Rodriguez was, but I
think they're pointing to him as 2 laps to go. Our flagman's reaching for the white. Uh-oh. Nope, no, he was just going around that corner. I thought he was having car trouble. There it is, number 28, our leader. That would be Royce Rodriguez.
It looks like he's got quite a lead on the field. There is nobody at this point to stop him. Royce Rodriguez is coming around tire 4, and he is going to get the checkered flag.
There it is. Royce Rodriguez, car number 28, jumping out there on that one. That was quite the full contact racing event.
And he had to hit Nate Inzer.
Just give him a love tap. So, our first big car figure 8 of the day, and Royce Rodriguez comes away with the win.
Yes, he does. Okay, now we have that wonderful, beautiful 2007 Dodge driven by Kevin Frank and our royalty from the Viking Fest coming out to present Mr. Rodriguez with a wonderful trophy. Now, if you look at that car like several others are here, yes, that is a Chrysler Imperial. First man's choice if you're going to derby. Race well driven. Even though you may not be in the lead, but you never give up because you never know what's going to happen. Because you can prosper from somebody else's mistake. We have the 44 car over there. It looks like it's got a suspension problem. It looks like that right front tire is kind of turned in a little bit, so we may have lost an A-arm. Now we got to see if car 28 can restart to pull off the field. He seems to be having a little bit of problem, so we may need to have another one of Chico's finest coming out and give him a little hand off the track. It appears that Mr. Rodriguez is not going to get this thing started. We have another one of Chico's finest coming out to give him a hand to get his car back in the pits and see if we can repair it. the 44 car is the first car we've had on the tow truck tonight. So we'll have to see if he can get that back in the pits and see about putting that thing together to where it will be raceable. Okay, our next race we have coming up is going to be our first mini car figure eight. And after we have our first mini car figure eight, we are going to be doing a blindfold race. That's where the driver will be blindfolded and he will have a navigator sitting next to him. And they will tell him which way to turn, whether to hit the brakes or hit the gas. So those are very interesting. We just need to see if they're going to be able to communicate and complete that race. Now for our mini car, first figure eight, we have car number... Oh, I forget to look at that.
Our first mini car figure eight, Rick.
Yes, we have car number 9, David Lake. Right next to him, we have car 92 with Michael Schroeder. Schrodell. We have 707. Chris Stockton. We have car number 100, Amanda Butler. We have car number 153, Vincent Lee Morris.
The M&M man out there, and his color scheme, 6 vehicles here. They're still hauling our winner off the track from that big car figure eight. So it looks like Royce was able to, his car run at least to the flag. That's what counted.
He got the checkered flag. I've been there. It's nicer if you can drive it off.
I bet.
But we've got one tire Chico's going to put back in place. We've got the car staged. So as soon as they get that tire in place, these cars will be running. And we're going to have a very exciting race.
And, you know, I already see a little steam coming out of that 92 of Matt Schrodell.
Well, I'm looking at one of those pickups to go upside down in this race. That's my prediction.
We've seen it before.
So.
And I don't see a number on that second, the pickup in the middle closest to us.
I'm not sure.
We'll have to see when he comes around
what number that is. But we've got Chico coming out. We've got the tires positioned. Bill, our pit boss at the gate, as soon as he's off the field, we're going to have the flagmen start bringing these around.
And, you know, they were doing a good job watering before the race, but the figure eight right out there in the middle is pretty dry.
Okay, we got them coming around. And that flagman is looking at them, and they're getting all bunched up. And we have number 98 with the one we couldn't see.
Steven Sellers.
Steven Sellers.
Well, we're underway in the 92. That nice little green car jumps out into the lead.
We got Matt's out in the lead. We have the 98.
Oh, Sellers, though. He's got some oomph in that car.
Sellers is coming on. We have...
Nice job by the 707, though, going tight on the corner.
That was Chris Stockton. Now Chris come into second place. We got Sellers right behind him.
Yeah, Vincent Lee in the M&M car.
That Matt out in the lead in the 92 car.
Wow, that 92 is looking good.
The 92 is running good. He's driving good. As long as he can stay out of traffic, I think he's pretty well got this. But he's got to cross the center.
And Amanda Butler can't get to him on that one at least.
No, but it will be close. But he is right now staying out of traffic, and that's the best thing that he can do.
And you got cars 2, 3, and 4 mixing it up in the east end of the stadium.
We got 707 is running in second. We got Vincent Lee Morrison in 153 going with Sellers. They're running for third place.
Yeah, let's look here. Man, he just seems to make it through just as before the other cars could get to him.
It takes timing in order to be able to get through there, and it depends on whether you take your foot out of the throttle or put it into it.
Looks like we've got 2 laps to go. Oh!
Okay, we still have the 77, I believe, is running second. That is Chris Stockton. We have the 92, Matt Schrodell.
He's got the white flag.
1 lap.
He's got to get through that end, though, and there's some cars up there that...
He's getting into some lap traffic.
That's right. That 707 of Stockton is riding him out. Let's see.
It's right down to the wire.
Oh, black flag. And I believe that was probably the 707 in the door.
I'm pretty sure that was.
And in that case, that would put 92 Matt Schrodel, I'm not exactly sure of the pronunciation, as the winner.
That is great. We will just call him Matt.
Okay, that sounds good to me. Car number 92 with the orange bumper.
Nothing.
Well, I think probably that black flag, that was all I could think. There was, I didn't see any other infraction.
No, it looked like he was kind of coming in. He was trying to get by him, but he did come into his driver's door a little bit. I don't know if it was bad enough that it should have been black flagged, but there's a lot of things that you have to set an example and let other drivers know that if this happens, you're going to get flagged.
Yep. And, I agree. I don't think it was a intentional door hit. I think it was just hard driving trying to get to that finish line.
Well, that's what it kind of looked like to me. But what the situation is, you have to make an example and let people know.
That's correct. I agree with that. But that was a pretty fun race. Matt pretty much had it all the way on his own.
Now, the one we have coming up. This is going to be exciting. Not only is the driver going to be blindfolded, and we'll have a navigator in there, but as we see, we have the water truck coming out.
Thank goodness. We're not doing the fog bowl here. It was dust, folks.
We're not in Oklahoma.
Yep.
But while they're getting ready to water the track, we will again tell you about Papa John's Pizza of Silverdale for the wonderful dinner we had tonight. We have the lift, which is filming this, was sponsored by Paul's Boheating. Like I said, they have all kinds of services from including tank replacement, ductwork, and if you do mention KDDA or Destruction Derby, that your next service through the end of June will be deducted of $10.
And we got Mr. Jack Bailey, cameraman extraordinaire, up there on the lift, not doing just one camera, but Jack's doing 2 of them.
Multitasking.
That's correct. Yeah, we've got Emily Cardenas and JD on the other camera, and Sven from the Kitsap Sun working the ground camera. So we want to thank all volunteers. Of course, want to thank you, Rick, for coming on down and doing the show with us.
Well, I've never done one, but so far it's been fun.
Good. That's what we're hoping it is for everybody, and it looks like the crowd is having a good time. We've got an excellent crowd out here.
Well, it took them a little bit. That's why we were delayed earlier. It was because there was such a long line outside. They wanted to delay the show a little bit so everybody had a chance to get in.
And there we go. Now we're going to get that middle section watered down.
Now on our blindfold race, from what we have here, we don't know whether it's going to be a figure eight or a heat race. Or it could be a backward heat race or a backwards figure eight. So at this point, we'll just have to wait and see.
And you know, I'm trying to think back. We've been doing this for a number of years, and I don't know if I remember a blindfold race since we've been doing them at least.
We've done many of them. I have actually been in one.
As driver or navigator?
As a driver.
Oh.
And you got to have a lot of faith in your navigator.
I would say so. Wow.
You want to hit the gas, and then you want to hit the brakes because it just doesn't seem where your car is not where you want it to be.
Where do they? I mean, obviously they have to tell you the turn, your turning radius.
Turn right, turn left, step on it, hit the brakes. They are a lot of fun to watch. I'll tell you what, people are going to really enjoy this.
You know, if folks out there watch World Rallycross, Rally Championships, they've got a navigator in their car, and they've had some great in-car shots. So you see it's like the navigator almost working twice as hard as the driver. The driver's driving. He knows what he's doing, but the navigator's got to talk to him. He's got to look ahead. He's got the maps and everything.
The navigator is going to figure out what exactly they're doing. And the driver just has to drive. But in this one, the driver's not going to be able to see. So, I mean, in the road rally, you have your navigator. That driver depends on that guy. Big time. Here, we've got the navigator and the driver, and the driver's going to depend on him. Other than he can't see.
Reminds me, and I can't think of the name of the movie right now, but that movie with Al Pacino, I think, in it a couple of years ago, where he was a blind guy and had his protege telling him how to drive the Ferrari through I think it was supposed to be the streets of New York.
Well, you can have streets of anywhere. But, well.
Now, it doesn't say if there's going to be a big car and a mini car version.
Well, the reason they didn't tell us that is because then we could tell the crowd of what was going on. Now they have to sit and wait and be surprised with it.
Well, apparently from the word from our director is that they're still trying to get drivers willing to run it.
I sure hope they do.
Yeah, I do. You know, I missed the first one. First event of the year was supposed to be a boat race. And I guess they didn't have enough people that had the boats or whatnot, but I always enjoyed that. I thought the boat race was fun.
The boat race was good, actually. With my car, we did have a boat here 2 weeks ago. Unfortunately, they didn't race it, so I still have a boat. And it's still at home.
Time to do a little fishing, eh?
Well, we'll just maybe let it sit there and maybe bring it back next year.
Okay, our first two entrants here in this blindfold race.
We have number 47, Kelly Enzer.
Number 7 out there is
Jim
Harp.
Animal Harp. It looks like...
Is that 19? Dan Reeder, I think.
That looks like 19, Joseph Craner. We have number 55, Axel Harp.
Actually, I've got two 19s on my list. Could either be Dan or Joseph.
Well, it could be it's a team car, so it's either one.
Okay.
Maybe one's a driver, one's a navigator.
Well, there are two people in each vehicle out there. You can see that. We've got 4 of them out there so far. Now, let's see if there's going to be anybody else.
We know the drivers of the vehicles. Who their navigator is, we have no idea. But it looks like we're only going to have 4. They're going to bring them around now. And we're going to see how the blindfold race comes out.
Uh-oh, Kelly's... There he goes.
Okay.
Looks like he lost the fire for a minute. And they're going slow. I guess it'll be the navigator that says green flag. There it is, green flag.
It's underway. And we've already got one car into the wall before we even got to the green flag. We have one on the tire. We have the 19 in the lead. And they're coming around. The other ones haven't even made it to the green flag yet. The 19 car has already made one lap.
That he's trying to get through the parking lot there.
He must have a very good navigator.
I guess.
We had the 47 car into the wall. The 7 car, it's just now going to make the first tire. We have the 19 coming around to complete its second lap. We still have the 47 into the wall.
Yeah, once it gets on the straightaway, he can punch it a little bit.
Okay, now we still have the 19. They seem to be navigating pretty good.
They're going to have to check that blindfold. There he goes on the straightaway. He's able to pump it up a little bit. So, yeah, they've got to... Ooh, let's see what happens here.
Well, we have the 55 car driven by Axel Harp. They're kind of taking a little slow.
Oh! Kelly Enzer into the tire.
Kelly Enzer hit the number 4 tire and almost back into the concrete. Now we've got a few more laps to go, and we have the SS Harpoon driven by Dan Reeder or Joseph Craner.
One of those team cars out there. Name on the door next to the driver says Dan.
Well, they seem to be navigating fairly well.
I think the crowd is a little wondering here on this one too.
Well, it seems like the 19 seems to be negotiating a little easier than the rest.
Sure does. We know Kelly has got a bunch of power in that car, but having a hard time keeping it straight.
Well,
and then 7 and 55, the 2 Harps are... It's a slug race out there between those 2.
Yes, it is. It's a fun race, but you don't want to hurt your car too bad either.
Yeah, there's the white flag. Out for the SS Harpoon.
Number 19, driven by Dan Reeder or Joseph Craner.
Uh-oh, look
now,
out.
Can we see if they can get things turned around?
Yeah, somehow or other that 19 made it through.
He did, and he's going to get the checkered flag as Jim, the Animal Harp, just kissed the wall.
Parked her down here in the West End. And 55 is slowly coming across the finish line.
Axel Harp just came across, and we have the 47 by Kelly Enzer.
And he makes it across the finish line. Now there's number 7 down there, and he finally pulled up his helmet there so he could see Jim.
Number 7 kind of was kissing the wall there, and he didn't want to back up too far, so the race is over. He pulled his blindfold off, and now he's going the right direction.
Yep, so now you can say, all the fans out there, they've seen a blindfold race. Well, it was certainly interesting. And I don't know, I mean, if these guys are brothers or son and father out there, but boy, they sure figured it out.
Well, if you have a good navigator and you say right, left, go, and you got to trust the guy that's telling you that. And it's, like I said, I've been there, and it's a lot of fun, but your navigator, you've got to trust.
Well, happy to have you folks with us on the internet. KitsapSun.com and Destruction Derby. And that's made possible by the sponsorship of Hoover Motors. And I think that is Dan.
I believe it is Dan.
So he was the driver.
Not sure who the navigator was, but he pretty much come out unscathed on that one.
Did a good job, all right. Well, the crowd, besides the specialty events, they used to always do the rollover. And the crowd used to love the rollover. I think one of their favorite events. But as you well know, having been in the rollover, not the safest of sporting events.
Well, it's like any race car. It's as safe as you build the car. And my mentor, which used to drive car 25, Jocko Cruchet, rest in peace, he told me that, Rick, the roll competition is a carnival ride that you cannot buy. And I live by it to this day.
I could believe that. I obviously have never been inside of one of those. Mostly what we've seen in recent years have been these little tiny, almost egg cars, or they become eggs by a rollover or two, but you did it in the big full-size rig.
I love the full-size rigs. And I came back after winning the championship a few years and brought a big car back out, and I rolled it the first time I ever was knocked out.
Wow. Do you remember what your best roll was? Did you get over twice?
I believe it was twice.
Full? Wow. Well, quite the event, and mostly, like I said, people just don't have the cars or want to, I guess, build the cars, because it is a special car. You're not running it in the races or even in the derbies for the most part.
It takes a little bit more to build the cars. With Duncan Racing, at one night we brought 9 cars out. That's a lot of work. And it's all a lot of fun, but I don't know whether the people in the club don't have the interest in the rollover anymore. I honestly don't know.
Well, we're West Sound Motorsports TV. We're at the Kitsap County Fairgrounds, the Thunderbird Stadium, and it's the second event of the season for the Kitsap Destruction Derby Association, run May 31st, 2014.
Okay, we're getting ready to come up on our first big car heat race. We've already completed both big car and mini car A-dash, big car and mini car B-dash. We've had a big car figure eight, a mini car figure eight. We've had the blindfold race. And now we're going to start with the first.
No big car special event. You just got to work. This is now going on in the heat race.
Should be.
And here it is. It's a big car heat race, number 1. Now, unlike the dashes where you qualify to get your starting position, these heat races, you line up behind the stands and just wait for your number to be called as far as the number of cars that can run in that event.
We have 2 lines back in the pits, and when you've already been in a race, you take your car out. If you need to repair it, you can repair it. If not, you can line it up. And from now on, it's a random shot of where you're going to line up in the race.
And 07 helping out there.
Well, maybe he should have made it red and put Chico on it.
James Harp III moving some tires there. 129. Who we got out there?
129 we have. That is Mr. Gregerson, James Gregerson. We have Berea Steele in 77. We have
Justin Bishop in the green and yellow. 47, Kelly Enzer in that Imperial.
And then we have 23 driven by Donovan Burr.
And those two next to each other. We might see a little full contact racing between them.
This is going to be a very exciting race because we have very good 6 cars out there.
We are underway. James Harp the third.
James the third. And Gregerson is right behind him. One looks like he's driving a Chevrolet. The other one's driving that hot red International.
They had Kelly Enzer into second place.
Now we'll see if Kelly's got enough to catch up to James Harp III. He's coming down strong. Now, if Harp can get in there, now we're getting lap traffic, and that might cause Kelly a little problem. Kelly got through the lap traffic. Unfortunately for him, that put him down about a quarter of a lap. We now have James Harp is in first. Just got by Donovan Burr, and he's coming down, and he is running hard. I don't think Enzer will be able to catch him.
Well, and he's lapped Donovan. Two laps to go.
He's got 2 laps. We got James Harp III out in the lead.
Enzer's getting closer, though.
Kelly's coming on strong. I don't think we have enough laps left for Kelly to catch him. We got 1 to go right now. Oh, it's over.
Oh, yep. The white flag comes out. Kelly goes sideways, and it looks like James Harp III.
He's bringing that thing home.
There it is, checkered flag. I like the paint job on that one, too.
Yeah. It's different.
Now, that's the International, right, that James is running?
No.
Or he's got a Chevy?
I think that's a Suburban.
Okay.
The red one that Gregerson is running is the International.
All right, James Harp III on that one. Good race out there. And the 077, which was Justin Bishop, the rookie, up against the wall, got her refired and was able to drive out, so he can run again. Looks like it might be dropping a little bit of water out there on that 07.
It got a little bit warm. They usually do, especially if you drive it as hard as he did. He drove that thing to the max. There was nothing left in that other than go.
You know, you see different driving styles, and of course, different things work better for different people, but you would think the tighter you can come around those corners to the tires, obviously the less distance you're traveling, and nobody can get on your inside, but at the same time, we've seen people go wide, just kind of almost go sideways.
Well, on this track, if you're in a heat race, you've got 2 tires that you're going to take tight, which would be 1 and 3. And what happens is you get coming down the straightaway too fast, and you can take number 3 in tight, and it's going to throw you outside on number 4. So if you slow down, you can take them both tight, but then you're losing speed.
Yep. So what did you try for when you were out there?
Tight on number 3 and tight on number 1.
Oh, okay. A little bit of tip there for you. Drive on out and drive here at the KDDA. There's a good crowd shot. We've got, again, nice group, nice crowd here tonight. Both sides of the stands. Nobody has to worry about getting rained on today.
Not in Silverdale.
Well, that's true. This will be our first mini-car heat race. Number 11 starting out there is Frank Morton, our rookie up on the front. Who else do we have?
We have number 38, Del Tucker. We have number 33, Chris Kendall. We have number 91, Steve Patterson. We have number 140, Don Markwick.
And I believe that 401 that just got turned around, the wild thing, is Keith Knowlton.
Keith Knowlton.
Frank Morton out in the lead in that 11 car. He's got a pretty substantial lead.
Well, we'll just have to see if Steve Patterson can catch up to him. They're both running strong. It appears that
the wild thing has been wild on both ends.
It looks like Steve's got a little more speed down the straightaway than what Frank does, but Frank kind of takes it back up in the corner. So Steve's starting to pick up the pace, but then Frank took it back away.
They're getting closer, though, and the 33 car, Chris Kendall, is in 3rd place. Oh, boy. Martin's going to have to avoid the wild thing, and that'll give Patterson an opportunity to get a little closer.
He's bringing it in. I'm thinking we have like 2 to 3 laps to go.
Looks like 2.
Okay, this is going to be down to the wire because Patterson is coming in hard on him. He's not giving him this race.
And Kendall's not out of it in that 33. There's the white flag.
White flag.
Ah, Patterson trying to get to him. Oh, Morton just made it.
Morton was lucky he got to use the wild thing to come around that corner. That gave him the edge on it.
And he gets the checkered flag in the number 11. That was a good, tight race. The winner, Frank Morton, a rookie out there. Got that R on the signboard.
And he is one happy camper.
Well, Frank's got a good cheering crowd here today.
Yes, he does. When you talk about a rookie, so this is his rookie year. This is only the second night he has raced, and this is probably his first trophy.
I don't remember calling his name.
So he's a happy camper. He'll be going home and having a beer.
A well-deserved libation.
Yes.
A different shot, one we haven't done yet.
I haven't seen that yet.
Well, it sure would be nice if we could incorporate it live.
Yes, that
Then you almost feel like the big boys that way. All we need is that live in-car camera.
Well, one time, it was been many years ago, we did have an injury here, and they actually landed a helicopter right in the middle of this track.
Oh, boy.
To airlift somebody over to Seattle. It was crazy.
I believe, as I remember, the last is probably 2011, last time we were down, or 12 in Rock Springs, Wyoming. They have a great 2-day derby down there. They started with a National Guard chopper dropping the Star Spangled Banner singer in the track.
that would have been awesome.
And the car running up this year in race. Number 55, Axel Hart. Number 15, Dan Pye.
Okay, here we are. This is going to be another figure 8, Rick.
We've got car number 55, Axel Harp. On the outside, we have Dan Pies. We have Jim, the Animal Harp. We have Bria Steele. We have
Nate Inzer is out there.
Nate Inzer, and we have James Gregerson. This is going to be our second big car figure 8, and you've got 6 good vehicles in here. So we'll see who's going to be able to get it through.
There's the green flag.
We've got Dan Pies coming in first. We got Axel Harp right behind him. Jim the Animal Harp just on the outside. Now, can Dan hold on to it? He swung it a little right.
Oh, Pies could.
He gave Jim Harp the open door. Nate took out Jim the Animal Harp. Puts Dan Pies back in the lead. We have Axel Harp right behind him. I'm not sure if Dan is going to be able to hang on to it. He's taking the corners a little bit wide. We got James Gregerson now in second place. We've got Maria Steele right behind Jim the Animal Harp behind them. Right now, Dan Price is out in front. He has a very comfortable lead. If he can stay out of traffic, oh baby. He got lucky on that one.
Yeah, we got a couple up there in the far end that are Hart, Gregerson.
Gregerson did get turned around, but he's got her straightened back up. We got Nate Enzer coming around. We got Jim the Animal Harp.
That's going to be it, guys.
Axel Harp just hit the leader. Now he blew the fire out, and can Dan get the car turned around and stay in the lead?
We got it.
We got Jim the Animal Harp coming. Okay.
Right on the bumper, and Nate Enzer, the rookie.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Dan Pies' left rear corner really took some damage.
And like you said, he's going a little wide, maybe.
He's going a little bit wide, but when he goes around the corner, he's looking to see who's behind him.
And Pye's still in the lead in that number 15.
Yes, he is. We got Animal Jim Harp in second. Now, does he have enough to catch him? We're down to only a few laps left here. If Dan can stay in clean traffic, he's looking pretty good.
White flag out for Pies.
Pies is going to take it. He's going to take a nice, easy finish on this.
Oh, but the Animal.
Oh! Axel Harp almost got him in the last corner. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Dan Pies driving car number 15, sponsored by Dana's Heating and Air Conditioning.
All right, Dan Pies coming through.
The interesting part about Dan Pies, I've raced with him for many years, and he just came back. And on our list here, it says experience, and all he put on there was lots.
Yeah, I was thinking I didn't remember him from the last few years, the last couple of years maybe.
His mother used to race out here. His stepdad raced out here. So it was good to see him come back this year. He hasn't been out here probably for 6 or 7 years. So even though he took that time off, you could see by the way he drove that car, he didn't forget it.
Well, and almost like anything in life, experience does help.
That it does, but if I was filling out a job application, they say, what experience do you have? And I say, lots. It's not good.
Yeah, we want to again thank Dale Tucker and Paulsbo Heating for providing the lift for tonight. Not only does it give us a great shot for the race, but we also run the protest camera up there. In case there is a protest, it's a wide-angle shot of the entire track, and the executive group can look at it and make a decision. This is going to be our second mini car figure 8. And starting out there, Mr. Mike Craig, the front of the line.
We have number 141, David Markwick. We have number 94, Ben Hale. Followed up by 00, Justin Simlin. And
Jordan Perez in the purple and white there. Yeah, looks like the 94 is not going to get her fired up. Ben Hale, a rookie. And so the green flag does not come out.
401, we have Keith Moulton in the 401.
And I think they're... it looks, you could see the driver in the 94 there trying to get that thing fired up.
That's Lou Sellers.
Yeah, they're still holding him up, and Mike's going to give him a little bit of a push and see, that gets her fired up. Kind of. At least he got out of, that's not out of the way in a figure 8.
That's not out of the way in a figure 8.
And it looks like they're going to let him go. And yes, indeed, the green flag's out.
I'll be honest with you, I'm glad I'm not sitting in Lou's car, but
Well, he got her moving.
he got her moving, so
It looks like Mike Craig. And, oh, yeah, Mike Craig comes out in the lead up there. Mark Wick almost had him, but went around.
okay, we got the
And it looks like 401 is in the second spot.
401 is in second place. That's Keith Knowlton, and he has got a flat tire, so that's going to kind of handicap him a little bit.
Oh, Mark Wick mixing it up.
Markwick and him are going at it.
Well, that's going to give Mike Craig a
Mike Craig,
cruise through the park.
he's pretty much got to cruise through it right now. There is not, unless his car quits, there won't be anybody that will catch him.
Or unless that timing works out, so somebody meets in the middle. At 169 of Perez, he may be trying to time it to get that hit.
That is a good possibility. And if you're trying to take one out, you have to time it right, as well as the guy coming through the center that's an elite has to time it right.
Craig in the lead, and a 0-0 of Justin Smelland in second place. He's actually getting closer to him.
I think we're down to 2 laps to go.
Oh, Smelland getting right on the bumper.
We have Mike Craig right
2
in
laps.
there. Mellon is right there.
Oh, and Smelland inside of Mike.
I'm not sure if he's a lap down or not.
Yeah, I'm not either. We'll have to see that, but that was a pretty nice move.
Oh.
Uh-oh, Mike went a little wide, and yes, he is the white flag on the last lap for the rookie.
Justin Smellum, and he got by the 31 car of Mike Craig. Mike Craig tried to, on the last lap, take him out and almost put himself in the wall.
And there's the checkered for the 0-0, and it's rookie Justin Smelland out there doing a nice job.
Well, I'm thinking that's, the third rookie we've had win tonight?
Yeah, he must be part of Kelly's group. It's Kelly Enzer running the 100-yard dash out there to congratulate the young man.
It is, but I was just going to say it appears to be rookie night.
And that's always good to have some rookies bringing on bringing a trophy or two home. And we don't have I don't have a number who his sponsors are, but obviously part of the group with Kelly Enzer's team.
Yes, it is. The other good thing about having some rookies win races is because that gets them excited to build more cars and come back and do it again.
Yes, and the crowd loves it.
It's just a good incentive for the club.
Mike Craig had a pretty good shot at winning that one and just went a little too wide. He just lost it as he came down to this near end, I think, went too wide, and Smellon went right in.
He got in a little traffic down there, and when he come down and tried to take Smellum out, that's when he went wide, and at that point, it was pretty much over with.
Well, who we got coming up next will be another heat race, and of course, opposite, so it'll be the big cars. Once again, we'll have to see who has lined up out there. And who else should we be thanking here besides our great West Sound volunteer crew?
Papa John's of Silverdale for that wonderful dinner tonight.
That's right. Feeding the crew, this always helps.
Oh, it always helps to have food in your stomach.
And, of course, we want to thank the Kitsap Destruction Derby Association. Now, as I remember, and now you can tell me if I'm wrong, it started out as an actual dirt track stock car racing group out by Central Kitsap, behind Central Kitsap High School, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
That's what I thought I remembered.
It was a dirt track stock car race. It's right up where one of the schools now occupy that ground.
Yep, I think it's the junior high is up where that track used to be.
It is a junior high, and before I even had a driver's license, I did go up there, and I actually saw one race there.
I think I remember seeing one there, too, before they moved the venue. And of course, it kind of, I guess, progressed from the more straight stock car type racing to the full contact racing that we have here with the KDDA.
Yeah, but back in the day, even the stock car race was still contact.
Well, that's one thing I like about the KDDA's mission statement. Right off at the beginning, it says not only can you hit another car, it is encouraged. And that's what full contact racing is all about. And that's why it's fun to bring you events like this.
There's times it gets frustrating, but most of everybody and the members of the club that are here tonight and all the past members, I've raced with many of them. Unfortunately, a lot of them aren't here. I miss them. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have stayed in this sport this long.
Well, we want to say hey to our buddy Dale Avery. Haven't seen him yet this year. And your son Pat doing a great job on that first race with Brent.
Actually, Dale, I think is he's kind of on the sidelines right now.
Well, they certainly miss him.
He was a good driver. He still is a good driver. Unfortunately, some of us, as we get older and have injuries, like break your neck, we realize that it's time to step down and leave it to the younger ones.
Well, and that definitely is something that doesn't happen just in racing.
No. That could happen stepping off the sidewalk.
That's for sure. Yes, indeed.
But I would rather be driving, but as being up here with you, Doc, and sitting and getting to watch this, that's just much fun.
Well, and it's always great. One of our primary mission statements at West Sound is to be able to bring community events on videotape to the rest of Kitsap County. We do that on BKAT, which is Channel 12 on Comcast, Channel 3 on Wave Broadband, and now not only are we doing Internet Live, when they replay the shows, it's on the Internet now. And I'm not sure the address. I think it's bcat.gov, something. But, so you got a couple of different ways you can view it now. You don't have to just be on cable.
No, it's pretty amazing. The technology they've got. Everybody has their smartphone.
Sure is. And, in fact, being on the World Wide Web, we've got a good friend of ours, Larry Rowe, living in China, working in China. And I tell him he's got to check it out, He said they sometimes don't allow all of the Internet to come into China. And it also might be in the middle of the night over there.
Well, either that or they're trying to figure out how they can charge for it.
Well, that could be too, yeah. Well, again, happy to have you all with us on the KitsapSun.com, and we want to thank them and Hoover Motors, who is their sponsor. Our next event actually won't be, they're going to take a week off, so about 3 weeks, in fact. It'll be June 21st, and I believe that's going to be the cancer charity event this year.
I believe so.
Well, that's what I think. It used to always be the first one in July, But I think what I've heard is that they're going to do the cancer charity one on the 21st.
I believe that is correct.
And that's always a fun night. You've got lineup of pink cars, lineup of purple cars facing each other, and a great cause to raise money for cancer research.
The fun part about that is one, the cars have to be 1980 or newer, and it's what we call a chain and go. You can't weld the seams of the doors. All you can do is you put the side irons on, a crossbar, and put a chain around it, and nut and bolt, and that's it. So it's not like the race cars that you're watching tonight that are well built. This is a chain and go, and it's a real simple way to put a car together, but it is a lot of fun. It's for a good cause.
You know, most people that are involved and know it, the main reason, I guess, that you can't do Destruction Derby all night long is because you wouldn't have any cars by the second or third race.
Well, I don't believe if I was going to run a mini car, I'd take a Prius. Because when you're out there, you like to be able to hear the car. If you have a Prius, you're not going to hear nothing except somebody else's car.
That's part of it. Here's the shot from Jack Bailey up on top of the lift up there. Looking down at our location there in the front of the Cowboy Barn. Shot of the audience from Emily and her camera.
Here we go. Now we're starting to bring the cars out. We have Bill down there directing them.
Okay, here we go. This is going to be a heat race for the big car. It's the second one of the night, and the James Bond car, 007, on the outside of the front row.
We have number 23, Donovan Burr. We have 007, Adam We have 47, Kelly Enzer. We have number 28, Royce Rodriguez.
James Harp the third in the 07 and the 077 of it.
Okay, we have Burr out in front. We'll see if he can hold on to it because we got Enzer right next to him. He's hanging on. Oh, he even hit the tire, and he's still hanging in there.
Yeah, Kelly is fighting him. And he's got him. Kelly enters car number 47.
Enser's car's running good. The thing of it is, when you get Enser out with this much of a lead, unless he blows his motor, he's probably going to win this.
Well, he seems to have so much power on the straightaways especially.
Well, you can have a lot of power, but you got to get power to the ground.
Yep.
Enser's got about a half lap lead.
And I'm not sure who's in second. It might be the rookie.
It's the 077.
With green and yellow. That would.
We just call him John Deere Green.
It's Justin Bishop.
Oh, there it is.
White flag out for Kelly Enser. He hit somebody's wheel.
Somebody lost a tire out there.
Uh-oh, Donovan Verr finds it too, and it's alive.
And it's still rolling.
And there's the checkers for car number 47. Kelly Enser is the driver of the 47, but I'm not sure if that's Kelly.
Yes, that is Kelly Enser.
Okay. Yep, there he is. Oh, he didn't have the top of the driver's suit on.
No. Race well driven.
Mr. Kelly Enser, winner of that heat race in car 47.
Crazy Kelly. Oh, do I have stories. Another day.
Yep. Maybe those should be around the fire pit there.
Yes, sir.
Well, we've had some, actually, I've thought some pretty good racing tonight.
It's been excellent racing. We've had very little that we had to have Chico come out and do.
That's true, too, yeah.
That means the cars are going off, the cars are coming back. So, unfortunately, one of them that got towed off was my car, and it's done.
Oh, is that Dustin?
Yes. But it is what it is. It's all fun.
Well, our buddy Michael Mathis is a West Sound member, and he got the bug after working with us, videotaping for a few years. Had his own car. His old car got taken out on the first race, and so he's not here tonight, but he is planning on, he's got another one that's that 80s model, and he is planning on being here for the Cancer Derby.
That's excellent. I tell you, with the money that they've raised for the Cancer Derby, which they do every year, all I can do is say thanks. I am a cancer survivor, and that's why it means what it does to me. So keep it up, guys.
Yeah, I really appreciate that community service. And you don't know, I don't know if it's just me, but even out of these big V8s, his still sounds about the loudest.
His is not stock. But they all sound good. They're all here to have fun. They're here putting on a good show for the crowd.
And there really is no sound like that unmuffled V8. I mean, that's America as far as I'm concerned.
Well, before we started running stacks, all we had was just the exhaust under the car. You can't beat the sound of stacks.
513, the ring leader, Dan Garrison.
Okay, this is going to be the second heat race for the mini cars. And we've got 6 of them out there, Rick.
Yes, we do. We have number 198, Matt Knowlton. We have number 100, Amanda Butler. We have 707, Chris Stockton. We have Vincent Lee Morris, and I could not see his number.
Dan Garrison, did you mention him?
There it is, 98.
And number 198 is in the lead, jumping out, Matt Knowlton.
513.
The 513 is in second, I believe.
I believe that's Dan Garrison.
Yep. Matt Knowlton already coming up on traffic.
Yes, he is.
Now, he stayed tight to the tires and made it through pretty easily.
I believe we still have 513 in second. Matt's hanging in there. I don't know whether 513 is going to get by Morris or not. He's having a tough time. If that's the case, that's going to leave it wide open for Matt. And he's running hard, even though the back of his car's got one of those wannabe spares on it. Both sides on the back have that.
Now the 707, I don't believe he's on the same lap. That's Chris Stockton in the truck. But we'll have to look at our flagger, and he's getting ready to put the white flag out. We'll see.
That should be for Matt.
Yep, it is. The 198 in second place gets a little tap there, though. Got another one from the 98, Steven Sellers.
We got Amanda Butler coming up. Oh, she couldn't quite hang on to it in that corner. We got the 198. He's coming around. Matt, he's got a flat on the front, wannabe spares on the back, and he still wins the race.
Yeah, it's a victory for Matt Knowlton and the 198. And so far tonight, too, we've had a variety of winners, not just one or two people dominating.
No, it's been very well spread, and there again, we don't need Chico.
That's true. Keep them moving.
Driving car number 198 is the silver car, Matt Knowlton.
Yeah, we just want to remind you that we are West Sound TV and West Sound Motorsports TV bringing you this great action. We're a local nonprofit organization whose mission is to produce, promote, and help to develop local community television and share these great events that we have throughout our community, throughout the year, with the rest of the community. Programming is played back on BKAT, Channel 12 on Comcast, Channel 3 on Wave Digital Broadband, and besides a whole summer full of smashing and crashing with full contact racing from West Sound, we're going to have our local parades up there and some dance performances and some other great programming for you every Sunday at 12 on BKAT. It's West Sound TV presents ... Well, we were just talking about the lack of Chico trucks having come out, and it looks like our winner may have to take a lift off. This should be our third figure eight of the night for the big cars. And they're coming out, lining them up. First one out there, the rookie James Gregerson. Right next to him, car 77, Bria Steele. 147 is out there. That would be Nate Enzer. 7 is James Harp III. 55 is another one of the Harps, Axel. And in the back, it's number 19, which is either Dan Reeder or Joseph Craner. Not sure which. But they're slowly coming around this near end to come up to the flagman, and we are underway.
Like we have Gregerson out in front. We'll see if he's going to be able to. He will take the first lap. He's getting a nice, comfortable lead. Nate Enzer took around Amanda, and he's just about to take second place.
And Gregerson, a rookie, Nate, a rookie.
They're both running a very good race. And then we got Jim, the Animal Harp, coming around. He just took second place. Will he be able to catch Gregerson?
Well, the Harps, the Derby factory guys, they've got a lot of that experience.
Okay, Gregerson got into lap traffic. We got Jim Harp coming down. Is Gregerson going to be able to hold on to this throughout the race? The Animal, he's running hard. He's running to win this. Nice shot by Gregerson, but he needs to put the hammer down.
Uh-oh.
There it is. Oh, look at that.
A swing and a miss.
Nate just made it through there.
Uh-oh. Nate might have now. I was going to say, he might have another chance at him. Not as close as the last time.
Well, Gregerson seems to be handling Harp right now, but if he gets into lap traffic, that's going to be another story. Nate just about got Jim the Animal Harp. We got Amanda Butler coming around. We're down to like 3 laps. Gregerson is driving this like a pro.
And just giving him the 2 laps to go.
Jim the Animal Harp lost the rear tire. He's pulling down by the pit gate, getting ready to go off the field. You cannot drive your car off the field until the race is over. Now we got Gregerson. He's got the white flag, 1 lap to go. Now, if he just takes it nice and easy, he will be doing fine.
And that looks like what he's going to do.
He is losing a little coolant out of that, but...
A little tap on Bria there, or to Bria.
A little tap at the end. I think it kind of surprised her, but...
Yeah. Yeah, we have seen you actually have to get to the point of, as you kind of turn to make that cross to get that flag. There's not an official, we don't have a stripe out there.
No, and that over the years that's been an issue because that's what we have our protest tape for, is because they would give a car on a figure eight especially, the checkered flag, unfortunately, they did not go far enough past.
I think I remember seeing that just recently. Maybe the last event, there was, I can't remember who it was, but it looked like they were winning, and they, instead of going out that way, went that direction, and the other guy went past the starting line first, the number 2 car. But it's James Gregerson.
Yes, it is.
The rookie. Now, has he
about-
won another one tonight?
No, I think he did last. He won one at the last event. But we've had 4 different rookies win tonight.
That's great. Now, before the event, you're in the back in the pits there doing tech work. And what do you look for?
The biggest things we look for is that all the safety items are on the cars. And the first event this year, you have to have your fuel line double protected. That was the biggest issue that people didn't do. Tonight, I only found 1. So the guys knew I meant business, and they took care of the situation. We're looking at the cars because we want to keep these guys safe. And that's the whole main issue.
So it's safety is number 1 as opposed to somebody trying to sneak something in.
Oh. Safety is the number 1 part. There are probably some vehicles that are here that are altered a little bit.
Little bit more than necessarily the way they should be. I'll tell you one time, again, down at Rock Springs, there was, and I heard people talking in the pits about this one car. They could not find, it was leaded, and they could not find where the weight was. I mean, they're putting them in the frame rails and, the chassis. And as they went to tow the car off, they had a big old excavator, and the excavator went up on 2 wheels when it tried to pick it up.
Again, we would like to...
Here we are with our 3rd figure 8 for the minis. And who we got up there, Rick?
We have number 92. We have Matt Schrodel. Number 96. We have Justin Hart. Number 33. We have Chris Kendall. Number 91. We have Steve Patterson. Number 11. We have Frank Morton.
We got that wild thing out there.
And we got the wild thing. I can't see his number, but we do have 141, which is David Markwick.
And coming up, I believe, is that the 100?
I believe
Amanda Butler.
Amanda Butler.
Purple and pink.
And Keith Moulton in the 401.
And jumping out around that first corner is a 92 car.
Driven by Matt Schrodel. And
right on his tail is Patterson.
Patterson is getting them. We have the 92 and the 91. We have the wild thing, seems to be having problems keeping it straight. We got the 91.
There you
There's
go.
Our first rollover of the night.
That's Keith Knowlton on the side. Didn't go all the way to the top, but he's on the side. Of course, racing stops immediately. Red flag is out. And guys run out to see how he's doing, and they're going to push it back over on its wheels. Might need another. Oh, there he goes.
There he goes. He appears to be just fine. He kind of got sandwiched in between the 91 and the 92.
Now, you get to keep racing. Is that correct?
You should be able to keep racing. If you have to have a tow truck come out and assist you, you're supposed to be eliminated.
Okay. Well, it's Schrodel still in the lead in that 92. And look at Patterson, the 91, who was in second place. It looks like he's pointing the wrong direction.
That he is. So that's going to give Schrodel a little bit of a chance to get a little more of a lead.
Oh! That 141 truck there puts on a nice hit. David Markwick.
I'm not sure if they're on the same lap or not, but Markwick just about went over there. I still believe it's a 92, but
He moves Markwick out of the way.
He put a good hit down on that. Now we'll see if the Wild Thing's going to make it through there. It did, barely.
And you know, 33 of Chris Kendall may be in the lead now. We'll have to take a look at the flagger, see if we can tell. Yeah, he's pointing to the 33.
He's talking to the 33, so we got Chris Kendall.
Oh, and he gets turned around.
He got turned around, and now we have the 96 of Justin Hart coming in. And
I think Kendall got it picked up quick enough to get back there.
I think Kendall did, and we got Shortell coming in. I'm thinking that he's in second place right now. But I think Chris is going to hang on to this one. I think we're down to about 2 laps. If he can stay out of lap traffic, I think he'll take this home.
Oh, he had to drive around that one. Oh, right on the tire. Nice turn that time by
That was
Chris.
a very good job. He was in there tight. He's got it. 1 lap to go.
He got the white.
We are on the way to a win.
Another rookie
for Chris Kendall. That's 5 tonight.
And yes, indeed, the 33 driven by Chris Kendall gets the checkers.
Remember what I said after the second rookie win? I said it's a rookie night.
That's great. It's great to see a lot of really good racing going on tonight. Out of about 14, oops. Damn it. Okay, after tallying it up here, we have run approximately 14 events tonight. And out of the 14 events, we've had 5 rookie drivers. So, like I told Doc earlier, tonight's rookie night. So I hope they do it in the next one. Nice job, Chris, and your car is still in one piece. And once again, we'd like to thank Paulsbo Heating and Del Tucker, who arranged the lift, and Paulsbo Heating, who sponsored it.
And we also have Papa John's Pizza of Silverdale and the Kitsap Sun and Hoover Motors.
Hoover Motors, it's their second year of sponsoring the internet presentation by the Kitsap Sun. We want to thank them for being involved. And again, you mentioned it, I've mentioned it, all these drivers have sponsors on their cars, and each race actually has a sponsor also.
That is true. It's the people that see these, they're looking at these cars as old cars, and they don't understand what it really costs to put a car together. If you're going to put a competitive car together and you have no parts and you're starting from scratch, to put a car together, you're going to be looking over $3,000.
Here we go with big car heat race number 3. And Donovan Burr on the inside of that front row.
And on the outside, we have Justin Bishop. We have crazy Kelly Enzer. We have Royce Rodriguez. We have Amanda Butler. I can't see that one.
And the Harp Mobile out there in the psychedelic colors.
That should be James Harp III. Okay, we've got Burr lining up tight to the tire. We have Bishop right on the outside of him. We got Enzer behind him and Rodriguez. And we're off.
And Donovan gets a nice hole shot there.
Oh.
And everybody behind him parks it for a moment.
Bishop and Enzer both went around. Burr, he's got a little bit of a lead. We've got the Harp coming right up behind him. Rodriguez is in third. Enzer's in fourth. Hits the wall. Amanda's coming up. Now we'll have to see if Donovan can hold on to it. Yeah, James Harp third coming in hot. He's in second place.
And it looks like Kelly's moved up to third in the 47, but right now the race is between the 23 and the 07.
The 23 is running good, the 07 is running good. The 07 has already won the race tonight. So, can Donovan hold on to it?
I don't think Donovan's won one yet tonight.
No, he hasn't, but it looks like this may be his first.
Well, James Harp III, though, is pushing that big rig.
He's coming down. Donovan's got his hands full to stay in the lead. Looks like we got about 3 laps to go. Ooh. Donovan didn't quite hold that corner, but he managed to come out okay.
2 to go. James Harp III, though, gets close to that back bumper of Donovan Burr.
Okay, we're down to a lap and a half to go. Can Donovan hold on to it? James Harp III almost got him. We're down to the last lap.
White flag is out. Donovan Burr in the lead. James Harp III right there on him.
Now
look at this. This is a great battle.
Oh, man. Is it going to be?
Oh, photo finish, but I think it was the 07.
I believe it was the 07. Had him by about a foot.
James Harp III brings her on in. Boy, that was a photo finish there on that one.
He got her right there on the last 2 corners. I've been there, I've done that. But overall, it was a good race.
Now, that was great to see Donovan come by and congratulate James on that win.
Yes, it is. I've done that many times. It's just, you go out and have fun, and when you win one, you win one, even though it was like by 6 inches.
Bring the programming to you through donations.
This is my first time of doing this. You guys have done a great job over the years, and I appreciate it.
Well, we certainly appreciate you being here to give us that expertise of 40 years.
Well, the only problem is I can look at Royce's car, and he's got a broken A-frame or lost a ball joint. He's done for the night.
And that's what happened to Michael Mathis in that. Of course, he was running a Mercury.
Well, I've got my preference of Chryslers, but as long as the car still runs and moves, it doesn't matter what it is.
And this is one of the few times they've had to pull somebody off the. Chico's been out pulling somebody off the track.
It's only been 2 or 3 times, so I will say tonight they have kept the track watered, but they didn't overwater it.
I remember a few years ago when West Sound volunteers got a race or two in, and boy, it was one of those pouring rain days, and there was a hole up there on that east end that I think was about door level if you got into it.
Well, I raced at Shelton one time, and we had a hole so big that when I got home, I had tire marks on the top of my car.
Oh, okay, it's the mini car heat race number 3.
And we have number 94, Lou Sellers on the pole. We have number 31, Mike Craig on the outside. We have 00, Justin Swanton. We have Vincent Lee Morris. We have Pete Knowlton, number 98.
And Lou Sellers right out of the shot grabs the first spot, but Mike Craig turns him here in this near. Oh, there's another, and this time it's not a truck.
No.
That is the 401 car, Keith Knowlton.
Yes, it is, but as we can see, we're looking inside the car. He's moving. I believe he's going to take his seatbelt off and come out. Maybe he may stay in. They're going to push it back over.
Oh, and he's back over. Looks like he's going to stay in.
I believe he is. At first, I thought he was getting ready to get out.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. Maybe he was just hanging.
Okay, now I believe that we have Mike Craig in the lead. Okay, here we go.
Green flag, and we're underway again. Yeah, I think it is Mike out there in the 31 car.
I believe so. We got 513. Dan Garrison. That is, I believe he's in third now. We have 268. Ray Garrison. So we've got a couple of them in there. And we'll see if that 268 can catch it. That nice little pretty blue 31 coming around. He's picking up ground on them. We still have 94 coming in. Lou Sellers is right there. He's coming right up behind
Ryan Garrison. And Sellers takes Garrison for the second spot. Canopy World car.
So we got Mike Craig in first. Lou Sellers in second. I think we have 3 laps to go. Sellers is kind of closing up the ground. I believe he may be able to do it because we have Mike Craig coming into some traffic, and that may slow him down a little bit.
And he's right behind Vincent Lee.
He is behind Vincent Lee. Craig seems to have a right tire that went down. And we got Lou Sellers he's moving material.
White flag is out.
White flag for.
We got 3 wide up in that east corner. Mike Craig coming out of there, and he's going to get the checkers.
Nice race. That was a good job by Sellers trying to catch him. Mike, he held on to it, and he's bringing the iron home.
Yeah, Mike Craig winning that one. And there again, a little bit of steam coming out from underneath.
Well, they take a hose from the radiator and put it down so when it does overflow, it's outside and it doesn't splash up and cover the driver.
That makes a lot of sense. In fact, sometimes in NASCAR, you'll see that. They still have their vent up top, and you'll see that steam coming out. It is on the opposite side of the driver, luckily. But you wouldn't want to get hit with hot radiator fluid.
Been there, but no, that's why the hose is out.
Yeah, it looks like Mike's taking a look at it.
She's just a little bit warm. There's Mike Craig getting his trophy as the sun goes down in Kitsap County.
We've had a good night of racing so far tonight. We've got a few more of the racing events coming up, and then, of course, the finales, the derbies with the mini cars, and then the big car finale.
Well,
and it could be time for maybe another run with the watering truck.
It's pretty close to watering time. Well, with the amount of cars, the mini cars should have a pretty good finale. I don't know how many big car finale cars we have because a lot of them are the Chrysler Imperials. The Chrysler Imperials you cannot run in the finale. So we may be a little bit low on a car count for the big finale, but we'll have to wait and see.
Well, I do remember, and I think it was Rock Springs, where they had a separate event just for the Chrysler Imperials.
Those, on the front of them, if people aren't aware of it, there's a 4-inch square tubing right across the front. And it runs from side to side from the center of the tire to the center of the tire. And they call those a hammerhead because it looks like a hammerhead shark. So those things are strong.
Well, we've got the reverse heat race coming up next, and then the Pitman and mini finale. But I don't know what that is. I guess our director or producer tonight, Garrett Sykes, said they're doing a 20-lap figure 8 for the bigs. Maybe what you were talking about, not enough big cars for the finale.
I believe they're going to do the 20-lap figure 8 with the big cars in place of the finale because we do not have enough cars for the finale.
And that's just what you were talking about. Those Chryslers can't compete, so. Well, a nice night out here at the end of May. 2014, the second event in the season for the Kitsap Destruction Derby Association.
Okay.
I want to thank Paulsbo Heating for helping to sponsor the lift tonight, and of course the KitsapSun.com and Hoover Motors for making the internet presentation possible to you folks out there, as well as Papa John's.
And remember, if you have anything that you need done as far as tank replacement and ductwork from Paulsbo Heating, remember, mention Kitsap Destruction Derby and get $10 off any service through the end of June. Okay, we're dead.
And here we go, coming right into your living room. It's the reverse big car race. And one thing I like about the reverse race is they don't have a rolling start.
Nope, we're going to start at a total standstill. We have Nate Enzer, we have Kelly Enzer, we have Gregerson, we have Harp, we have Donovan. I can't see the last one, but they are off and running.
Bria Steele and James Hart the third, and right away those red cars mix it up. All three of them there, and coming out in the lead, the 77 of Bria Steele.
Just turned around by Kelly Enzer. We got Enzer, Harp, Gregerson, Bria. Donovan just got turned around. We'll see if Gregerson will be able to catch Enzer or James Hart.
Oh, Bria's working it though. She's in fourth spot still, but she is trying to move on up.
Well, we've got Enzer, we've got Gregerson, we have Hart. They're all right there within the car link. Now, if Gregerson can get in.
Oh, Gregerson and James Hart the third.
They were mixing them up. James Hart the third just took second place, but they've got to catch Enzer.
Our number 47, Kelly Enzer, still in the lead.
Harp's running hard. Now we have Harp right next to Enzer. Harp just took the lead away from Kelly Enzer. Now will he be able to hold on to it or not? He's pulling away. Enzer's running hard. He wants that spot back.
White flag.
We have the white flag. I believe Hart might be able to hold on to this.
Oh, he goes wide. Can he make it? He does. He makes it stick.
He went wide. Oh, look at that. Enzer's coming on the inside. Yeah.
Oh.
Harp took it by about 6 feet.
James Harp the third up against the wall to cross the finish line. Nice job out there.
I believe that's his third trophy tonight.
I can't remember. I remember one for sure. Maybe this is number 3, but nice driving by James Harp the third. Boy, that one went right. Another one right down to the wire.
This is right there to the end. I mean, the first lap, like you said, we had all 3 red ones. Tangle it up over here.
Now, I don't know what's going on, but we have not seen Casey Strata since the very beginning. He was in those dashes, and I don't know if his car got hurt and not working or what.
I honestly don't know.
KC, of course, last year pretty much dominated.
Well, there's got to be something wrong with this vehicle because Casey would be out here every time if he could. So I'm saying he's got some kind of mechanical issue.
Now, I don't have a smartphone. I have a dumb phone. So I can't be getting the blogs like Pat and Brent did last time from people calling in, which is kind of fun, you know. That's kind of cool to hear somebody from, you know, across the country or somewhere else call in and say, hey, I'm watching you guys.
I have never played with a smartphone. I'm like you. I've got a dumb phone. I have a phone to make phone calls with. I don't need to look at the internet.
That's kind of my feeling. Especially on a little screen, which I probably couldn't see anyway. Well, it's been a good night out here. And
okay, we have the mini car reverse heat coming up.
Okay, it's going to be the mini car reverse heat race. So far, we've got 5 of them out there. Amanda Butler, I know, is in the purple and pink. Perez is out there, the wild thing with the teeth there in the front of the car.
Yeah, we'll see how wild it is.
It was pretty wild, but not actually in the correct direction most of the time. Uh-oh.
Yep, Matt Trudell's out there.
9 of them. And here we go, starting from stop and underway, 7:07. Chris Stockton jumps out to the lead.
Maria's hanging right in there. She's got the wild thing right behind her. Oh, she's going to take it on the inside. There she goes. Oh, she went around.
That's Amanda Butler in the 100.
Oh, Amanda Butler.
And
we have the 707 in the lead.
Yeah, he's still there, but the 169 is going to take him. That's Jordan Perez.
Okay.
Oh,
Chris Stockton just took the lead back.
Back to Chris, yep.
Okay. Jordan Perez and Chris Stockton are battling for first place. Now we're back to having Perez in the lead with Stockton right behind him. We've got 4 laps left. Now we have Stockton in the lead. Now can Perez take it back again?
Oh, yes, she hits him in the rear.
He took Stockton around. That's going to give Perez a good lead.
All right, yeah, Jordan moves Stockton out of the way.
Oh, he's got a good lead now.
And I'm not even sure if the 94 is on the same lap.
That's Blue Sellers.
Perez goes around. And maybe the 94 is now in the lead. Let's see who he's pointing. Yes, indeed.
Blue Sellers is in the lead. He took the Perez out. Yeah, but can he...
Wow! Boom! Into that wall.
He managed to hold on to it long enough to come around.
They're smelling. Justin smelling. Let's see. There goes the flag. Now, I'm not sure if it's for Justin. It looks like it's going to be for Sellers.
I believe it is Sellers. He had plenty of power in it.
No, look at, they're putting Smelling out there. Justin Smelling, the rookie. And I know this is at least his second. And it was when Sellers went too wide and touched that wall over there on the north side.
It's another race to the rookies.
Oh, boy.
I don't think I've ever seen as many rookies win as what we have tonight.
Yeah, I can't remember in the years that we've been doing it here. So...
Boy, this is totally unusual to have 2 cars dead.
Yeah, we've got a couple of them sitting out there besides the winner. The 92 is down closest to us, and that's Matt Schrodel.
Well, the 169, he just drove off. So we've got Matt sitting there. I'm thinking maybe he just wanted to give Chico something to do.
Well, could be. And the 169 was Perez. He might have been sitting there to see if the judges were going to change their mind.
Well, that could very well be. When you're out there in the car and you see the flags drop, sometimes you do not know whether you've won or not.
No, I can believe that. The one or two times I was out there, I had no idea, except I knew I wasn't in the front. And it's, you're trying to look at the flagman to see the number of laps, and you're trying to look around you. I mean, these things, I don't know, most of them don't have rear view mirrors.
No, they don't. But, like I said, we got something for Chico to do, and you can thank Pat Tucker, the owner of Chico Towing, for everything he's done for us over the years.
Yeah, they certainly have been a major part of the Destruction Derbies, and certainly appreciate them helping out. And, we have, when we do the parades, Fathoms of Fun and Whaling Days down in Silverdale, they always have a good display of their rigs.
They're one of the bigger towing companies around. We have several others that have also been out here and helped. But with Chico, you can guarantee they will be here.
Dan Buckholtz is the PA announcer. He's been here as long as I remember, as long as we've been here.
Now it's looking like we're going to be having some Pitman races.
Yeah, on the Pitman races, we usually do not have drivers' names. We can tell you the car number, and sometimes Dan has some of the names, the PA announcer. There you see the K-blocks up there on the east end of the track that they put in to try to keep folks off of that fence line.
Yeah, well, you get a fast car, and like last race, we had Casey Strait and Crazy Kelly. They were running for first and second. They got tangled up there. Kelly went through the wall, hit the one I-beam post. It's a lot of car to have that happen to. I've been in the figure eight, and where the gate is on the east end of the track, I set my car up on top of the block store. I had to have two tow trucks lift it up and shuffle it out. They have down there at the east end of the track now, nobody can stand along that wall. That damn thing.
Well, this is going to be the big car Pitman race, and again, we probably can't give you the drivers' names, but we can tell you the car numbers and the regular drivers.
In number 55, we have Axel Harp. Number 47, Kelly Enzer. 147, we have Nate Enzer. 129, we have James Gregerson. 007, we have Adam Amit.
We've got the truck of James Harp III.
We have Jim the Animal Harp in number 7. We have Justin Bishop in the 077. And in the 19, we have Dan Reeder. And there they go.
Car number 55 jumping out to a quick lead.
Now we got number 129 and 47. Oh, 47 is now in second place. We have the 07, Madeline Enzer's car.
Car 55 still out there in the lead.
Oh, looks like the 55 car has got a commanding lead.
All he has to do is get through the traffic.
He just lapped the second and third place car. Now, as long as he stays off the wall, he'll be fine.
And we want to remind you that these are the pitmen. They're not the regular drivers.
That is true. Some of them look like they're doing pretty good. Oh, 55 tried to split the seam, and that almost cost him.
I think he might have enough of a lead to not have to worry about it. Yeah, they're pointing at 55 still as our leader.
There's a lot of people that watch these races. These are only the pitmen, but it takes a lot to be able to finesse this car around the field.
Especially the big ones.
Now we're down to one lap for the 55. Now as long as he stays out of trouble, he's bringing it home.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess they're going to say he crossed the line.
It was real close.
Now we have a red flag out, so everybody's supposed to stop. And I'm not sure. It looks like they're going over here to the 07. That's James Harp III's car.
Okay, James Harp just jumped in it. We're not sure quite what is happening right now. Whether he got injured.
Yeah.
Okay, we have the ETs coming out on the scene. They haven't rolled the ambulance out yet, so we're not quite sure. But the medical crew is going to check them out. And
now I don't see a fire, but they did bring out the extinguisher.
It's always better to have it and not need it.
Oh, now they are bringing out the EMT here. And, you know, with all the talk these days about concussion, that could be what happened.
It very well could be.
Now, we see the driver moving around in there, but I'm not sure if he knows how many fingers are in front of his face.
Well, it depends on what his issue is, because at this point we're only speculating.
Okay. We'll be back in a second here. Hopefully we'll get some information on how he's doing. And for those of you on the internet, we are back. And actually it's a female driver, I think, is what they're saying. And now the fire and rescue is leaving, which is always a good sign.
That's a good sign. Yes, it was a female driver. She's out of the car. Still not knowing what the situation was, but she's doing good.
Yeah, that's always good to see. And it was that 55 car that got the checkers on that one.
Yes, it was.
That, of course, is one of those Derby factory guys, Axel Harp's car, that whole group out there. It looks like James Harp is going to drive it off.
It appears so. Okay, once we get the field cleared, as you can see, Chico's out there taking the last one off. They're probably going to come out straighten out the tires, and then we're going to have the mini car Pitman race.
I don't know if we're actually going to have a mini car pit or Felicia Williams. Her name is what? Felicia Williams.
So after the mini car Pitman, if they have that, then they do the intermission.
Yep.
Yeah, look at that. The new logo for the Kitsap Destruction Derby. Or one of the logos. Now, we did find out that that was Felicia Williams and James Harp III's SUV there, and it appears that she is going to be okay. She did get her bell rung.
Yes, she did. But it's a good thing that she was okay.
And it just goes back to what we were talking about earlier, what you were saying about safety being the number one thing. You know, we're out here for fun. These guys aren't making $1 million a race.
If you're in this for money, you're in the wrong sport.
I feel that way about TV sometimes.
It's like you mentioned about safety, and that's why we inspect the cars every night. The Harps, they build a good car, and that goes to prove it to you right there. Yes, she got her bell rung, but she didn't have any major injury.
Well, Chico Towing moving the big tires back into place. Yeah, we will see. We will see if they have a mini. Well, here they come.
Oh. We have got all the little rice rockets.
So as Chico Towing rearranges or brings the tires back into their place, the minicar Pitman race is lining up. Car number 94 on the inside in that first position.
That should be.
See, well, it's car of the Sellers.
It's Lou Sellers or Ben Hale. We have number 96, that's Justin Hart's car. We have number 11, Frank Morton. We have number 91, Steve Patterson's. We have the 00, Justin Schmell.
Smellin', this is what we've been calling it. And if it's Smeeland, we apologize.
Okay, we have the 140, Don Marquardt car. We have the 141.
We got the
Dave Marquardt.
We got the Wild Thing out there, the car number 100.
That's Amanda Butler.
Amanda Butler. And
we have 169, which is Jordan Perez's.
Yeah, that's a good number for the minis out there. And again, these are the pit people.
These are the pitmen. We know whose cars they are. We don't have a list of who's driving them.
And that Canopy World 94 jumps out into the lead. Followed fairly closely by Steve Patterson's car, the 91.
Well, the 91 seems to be closing it up a little bit. And now we're coming into lap traffic. And
Oh,
This could cause a problem. Ooh.
man, who's going to get through that one? And both the 94 and 91.
Oh.
I don't know who's in the lead at this point.
Well, it could be the Wild thing. He went by him. I'm glad at this point I don't have to make that decision.
Yeah, right. The Wild thing is Keith Knowlton's truck. And we'll try to keep our eye on the flagger.
91 just took out the 96. Amanda car almost got pushed into the wall.
Now he's pointing. That was either the Wild thing or the 00. Looked like that's who our flagman was pointing at.
I was thinking it was the Wild thing, but we'll see when we come around this time. Oh, it's a 00.
It's Meldon's car.
Now, that's also a rookie-owned car.
And there's the white flag.
1 to go. It's going to be another race win for the rookie.
This is a rookie Pitman. And there's the checker for the 00 car of Justin Snellen, the rookie, and one of his pit people.
Now we're going to see who climbs out of that 00 car.
And our PA announcer, Dan Buckles, told the crowd that's the third win tonight for that 00 car. Oh, and Killians are running out to congratulate him.
It's all good, you know. I mean, that's a pretty big boy for getting out of that little car.
Well, okay, we've got the intermission coming up here, and that means after that we've got the finales, the mini car finale, and tonight the big cars are going to run a 20-lap figure 8 for the finale.
It's going to be interesting on that figure 8 to see what car will be able to hold up.
That's for sure.
Walk back and see what happens.
this year, all about transmission, rear to gear. Jimmy Keith, Star Reynolds, J. Michael Cox, attorney at law, Imperial Truck and RV. Gary Lunsford, your real estate broker, and Gordon South. And a special thanks to our newest sponsor out here tonight, Blindfold Heat Company. It is our cancer charity race, which proceeds to go to the Seattle Cancer Care Line. Goes
our number one finale tonight, and it's going to be a little different. This is going to be the big cars starting out, and it's going to be a 20-lap figure eight.
We have Dan Pies. We have Gregerson. We have Kelly Enzer. We have Axel Harp. And in the 07,
another Harp.
James Harp the third.
And right away, Dan Pease jumps out to the lead. But look at that 129.
We got Gregerson coming on the inside, but Dan managed to stay in the lead.
Whoa! Big hit on Gregerson by Enzer, turns them both around.
And left the door open for Dan Pies. He's coming down. He's completed, starting his second lap.
Kelly Enzer in second spot. He gets turned up in that east end.
Now we got Harp coming in. Can Enzer hold on to this spot? Dan,
he got through.
Dan very carefully went through the center of that. Now we're going to have some lap traffic here for him. Can he get through?
Oh, that was
yes, he did.
Close.
Very good driving there.
And if you look at the back, his bumper a little bit. Uh-oh, look out. Yep, he goes wide. Gregerson's SUV is running again.
Now we got Enzer, I believe, is in second. He just passed Gregerson, and he's trying to come up behind Dan. Dan threaded the needle again.
Oh! Another swing and a miss. That time is the 07 of James Harp 3. Oh, they got him.
Pies just taken around by Harp.
And that's going to let Enzer get right up on the bumper of Dan.
Dan's Imperial's taking a little bit of beating on the back now. We got Enzer coming into first place right now. Okay, we're playing chicken. We're going to see who's going to step on it.
And Gregerson pulls in on it too.
There's Pies just took Enzer around. Enzer's getting swung back around. We got Pies coming a little hot on the inside. Is he going to get him? No.
Now, I'm not sure. Is that 129 of Gregerson in the lead?
I believe it is Kelly Enzer because 129 was down here for a lap.
Okay.
Okay, we got Pies. He wants to get back in this thing.
Oh!
Enzer just got taken around. We've got the 129 coming by him. There, Enzer's going to get hit again.
Yeah, it looks like Dan's car's not working real good, that 15.
No, it looks like he may have a broken axle. As we mentioned earlier that we hadn't seen Casey Straight's International back out here, I went down to the pits and I talked to him, and he did break an axle in the A Trophy Dash.
Oh, boy. And that's one you can't fix back there in the pits.
No. Well, we have 4 out of 5 cars still running.
Oh, they're slowing down. Kelly got himself out of trouble on that one.
Yes, he did. Gregerson hit the tire, tried to cut it a little bit too tight. That's going to cost him some time. I believe we're down to 3 cars.
55 and the 07 look like they're hooked up.
Yeah, the 55 just backed into the 07. I'm not sure what they're doing. But right now we have Gregerson and Enzer.
And the two cars up there, the 07 got, that's James Harp, got loose.
He's down several laps, but you never know if the other cars will be able to hold up. So you got to drive it like you're in first place.
We got two of them sitting, Dan Pease, the 55, Axel Harp, and there's the white flag. Did you see who it was for?
I believe the white flag was for Kelly Enzer.
Oh, and Gregerson tried. He tried to get him.
He tried.
And there it is, the checkered flag for car number 47, Crazy Kelly Enzer.
Right there, right at the end of the race, as you notice, he come by Dan Pies and had to give him a little love tap there.
Yeah, we got a lot of dust up here. But the winner of the big car finale, figure 8 tonight, is Kelly Enzer up there.
I would also like to thank Paulsbo Heating for supplying us the lift that we are filming out of. And again, any services you need as far as tank replacement, ductwork, all you have to do is mention Kitsap Destruction Derby Association. You will get $10 off through the month of June.
Well, we're back to the internet side of things here. And Kelly out there getting congratulated by, I think it's one of the Harps.
There it is. We have the royalty from the 2014 Viking Fest, delivering that wonderful piece of iron to Kelly Enzer.
And we can thank Papa John's. I believe it was the Silverdale Papa John's that provided the pizza for the crew here to get us up and going. We'll thank the weather gods, too, for a nice day of racing and evening here in Kitsap County. Well, that should leave one more event in tonight's roster, and that's going to be a mini car finale. And I don't know how many of them are going to be out there, but on some of the mini car races, we've had 8 or 9 cars out there.
I think we're going to have a fairly good count with the mini cars because we didn't have to tow very many off.
That's true.
And I think we're going to have a good showing on this, but we'll just have to see and start counting when they come through the gate.
Well, we are West Sound TV, happy to be bringing this to the community. So you called that one tonight, the rookie night. So many rookie winners, but that's really great for the sport.
Oh, I think it's wonderful. It makes the old guys that take stuff for granted have to work a little harder.
Well, the old guys are not going to be able to carry on forever. So it's always good to have some new young blood.
I can vouch for that. Well, we're looking down towards the pit gate, seeing if they're going to run some cars out here.
Well, we got a minute here. Let's thank the West Sound TV crew who has done a great job, always does a great job. Jack Bailey up in the lift tonight, not only operating the up camera, which you see right now, but also the protest camera for us. Cardenza, Emily and Dom Cardenza are on the camera. Dom doing stills and Emily doing the video camera with J.D. Van Kirk and Sven from the Kitsap Sun helping out down there with the camera. And, of course, the producer-director, Mr. Garrett Syke.
Well, we've had our first one come out.
And here it is, our finale for tonight, and it's going to be a mini car derby, and they're keeping the tires out there. Now, you don't see that too often.
It's a little more exciting. You got something else to drive around.
Okay, let's see. We've got the 140 out there.
That's Don Markwick.
57 is Jack Bono Jr. Haven't seen him tonight.
We have 198, which is Matt Knowlton.
And that 96 car, which is Justin Hart. I guess we only got 4 of them.
I expected a little higher count.
Yeah, I did too. And as a tradition, they're going to have the fans count them down.
1.
There we go.
Okay. Oh, the 198 just missed it. Oh.
Uh-oh. 57 had a good hit there. And unfortunately took himself out.
Oh, he's still moving.
No, he got off that block. 57's Jack Bono Jr.
He's bending some metal. Now we got the 96. Is he going to take a shot in on the 57? We got the 140, the 198. They're trying to tangle it up. Who's going to catch who? There we go.
Oh, just missed. Markwick got away on that one.
Oh.
Matt Knowlton. There we get
go.
the hitter. And I can't tell, but it looks like we might be down to 2 cars.
Well, it appears that the 96 and the 57 are not running. We'll have to see if they get timed out. So right now, the chase we have is between 140 and 198.
Now, is it 2 minutes for a timeout or 90 seconds?
I believe it is 2 minutes.
Okay, because it's different at different tracks, and I honestly don't remember at the moment. But it doesn't look like they're going to get their cars going, which is leaving us. Oh, nice hit there. That was Matt Knowlton in the 198 and another shot in the front end there. That one initiated by Markwick. And that might have done it to Knowlton's car. Another one in the front.
I don't know whether Knowlton's going to get his going again, but I think Markwick's going to come in and try to finish this thing off right now.
Oh, well, he hasn't pulled his flag yet. So he's still fair game.
He's fair game, you bet.
Don Markwick in that 140's got it still running.
Don Marquardt, he's going to bend that thing up. I don't believe that car will be back.
And you know, until you pull the flag, you're fair game. And I can't tell. It looks like Knowlton may have pulled the flag. Yep, there. It looks like there he goes. So that looks like that could be it.
Right after this.
Oh, the flag is hanging down there.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, now he's saying, see, I pulled the flag.
He'd had enough.
I don't blame him on that one. And our winner of the mini car finale tonight, Don, is that Don or
Don Marquardt.
And coming in second was Knowlton in the 198.
I'm not sure with the 57 or 96 which one quit first.
Right, they're down below us. Yeah, it looks like there's a little bit of foam coming out of that 140 car there.
I think the 140 car is a little warm.
Yeah, but he was the one initiating those head-ons. So he was the last one running there tonight.
Well, as you said, the foam coming out of that must be a four-wheeled espresso machine.
Your derby latte, eh? Well, it's been a fun night, some really excellent racing, and like you said, probably the most rookies winning races that I remember in ages.
It was good, like I said. It's going to give everybody else something to work towards.
Well, again, thanks to Jack Bailey, Emily and Dom Cardenas, J.D. Van Kirk, and our producer-director, Garrett Sack, and Rick. It's been a real pleasure working with you. It's always fun to work with somebody that knows what they're talking about.
Well,
and with that 4-0 there under the experience column, you got some time behind the wheel.
A few years. But it's also been wonderful working with you, Doc. Looking forward to being able to do this again.
Well, we're certainly looking forward to have you here. So I'm the doctor, Doc Parr, saying stay tuned. We will see you soon.
Rick the Foot Duncan. We're done.
That's good enough.